The sun was a burning coin in the white sky, casting its ruthless glare across an empty highway that shimmered like a river of molten glass. Nothing moved. Nothing breathed. Even the wind seemed too afraid to stir the blistering air. But then, she appeared, a young woman in a torn red dress, stumbling across the highway as if her life were dangling by a single frayed thread. Her hair clung to her sweat-damp face, her lungs dragged in air like they were filled with knives, and yet, she ran. She ran with a desperation that could shatter the bones of fear itself. Behind her, two masked men burst into view, their heavy boots pounding the asphalt with murderous purpose. They didn't shout her name. They didn't threaten her aloud. They didn't need to. Everything about them, their fast, merciless strides, their hunched shoulders, their furious silhouettes, screamed one thing: if she stopped, she was dead. Mara didn't know how long she had been running. Minutes? Hours? Her mind had shrunk to one demand, one command that pulsed through her blood like wildfire: run. Run. Run, and yet, through the dizzy haze of terror, she saw something, no, three somethings, glinting on the roadside. Motorcycles. Towering figures. Leather. Tattoos. Sunlit steel. Hell's angels, the kind of men the world warned you about. The kind of men who made sidewalks clear and conversations go silent, but today, they were her only hope. Her torn dress whipped around her legs as she stumbled toward them. Her voice was gone, swallowed by fear. Her vision blurred as the world tilted. She didn't know if these men would save her, or finish the job her pursuers had started, but Mara had no choice. She ran into the arms of the unknown, praying the unknown would be kind. The sun beat down like a punishment, turning the empty highway into a glowing trap of heat and silence. The world should have been peaceful under such bright daylight, but peace had abandoned Mara long before she reached this road. Sweat trickled down her temples, mixing with dirt and tears. Her legs burned. Her throat tasted like rust. But she didn't slow. Every time her feet hit the ground, she felt it, the echo of footsteps behind her, heavier, angrier, closer. Her torn red dress, once the prettiest thing she owned, now clung to her body in tatters. Threads fluttered behind her like flags of surrender, but she refused to surrender. Not when the masked men's shadows stretched across the pavement like claws reaching for her. She didn't know who they were. She didn't know why they had grabbed her outside her apartment building. She didn't know why they shoved her toward the open van door without a word. She only knew one thing: she had escaped by luck, or by miracle. The memory flashed through her racing mind, one man adjusting his grip, one moment of loosened fingers, one heartbeat where panic transformed into instinct, and she bolted. Now she ran like every ghost, every nightmare, every monster was behind her. Her vision trembled. Her chest convulsed. Her knees threatened to buckle. The masked footsteps grew louder, echoing through the vast, empty highway like death's countdown. She wanted to scream. She tried. Her voice cracked into silence, but life had a strange way of throwing lifelines when you least expected them. Through the heat haze, she saw three motorcycles parked along the shoulder. And beside them, three men like statues carved out of storm clouds and steel, leather vests patched with insignias. Heavy boots dusted with road grit. Tattoos curling around muscled arms. All of them tall, broad, and radiating the kind of presence that made strangers cross the street. These were the Hell's Angels. Their reputation was a story whispered in bars, told with both admiration and fear. Mara had seen them ride through town in a roaring formation, engines thunderous enough to shake windows, and now they were her only witnesses, her only hope, her only chance at surviving the next 5 minutes. Roar was the first to notice her. Towering, broad-shouldered, with a beard that seemed carved from rough stone and eyes that gleamed with sharp intelligence. His posture shifted, shoulders stiffening, jaw clenching, as he watched the terrified woman running toward them. Griff was next. Leaner, but just as fierce-looking, tattoos wrapping his arms like armor. Maddox turned last, cracking his knuckles unconsciously as he tracked the movement behind her. They didn't know her name. They didn't know her story. But they knew danger when they saw it. Mara stumbled to a stop in front of them, her chest heaving, her hands trembling uncontrollably. Her lips parted, but no words came. Only a shattered sob. Roar stepped forward, not with aggression, but with a protective stillness so strong it felt like a shield forming around her. Griff and Maddox flanked her instantly, silent, grounded, ready. The masked men slowed when they saw the bikers. Their swagger faltered. Their confidence shrank. Even through their masks, Mara saw hesitation flicker in their eyes. Good, they should hesitate. Roar tilted his head slightly, eyes narrowing with cold, assessing calm. You boys lost? He asked, voice low, controlled, dangerous in its quietness. The masked men exchanged a glance. One stepped forward, trying to regain dominance. This has nothing to do with you. Maddox's lip twitched into something between a smirk and a promise of violence. Looks like it does now. The heat between the groups thickened. Sweat rolled down Mara's neck. Her hands curled around the edges of Griff's jacket, seeking something solid, something real. The bikers didn't look back at her, but she felt their presence like an iron wall at her back. Roar took one step closer. Just one. And it was enough. The masked men retreated half a step, their bravado cracking, then another step, retreat.